So you're the infamous Satoru Gojo.
Do I know you?
You will know me soon.
Two unstoppable forces from completely different universes. One is the strongest sorcerer in the world of curses. The other is the ultimate symbol of hope with godlike power. Today we're putting Satoru Gojo against Superman to see who would truly win in a battle to the death.
Gojo Satoru, 大丈夫。僕最強だから。
I'll take you in without breaking you, which is more than you deserve.
First up, the strongest sorcerer of the modern era, Satoru Gojo. Born into the powerful Gojo clan, Gojo possesses two of the rarest abilities in the world of Jujutsu, the Limitless technique and the Six Eyes. These abilities make him almost untouchable in battle. Limitless. Infinity. Gojo's most famous power is Infinity. Instead of blocking attacks normally, Gojo creates an infinite space between himself and his opponent. The closer an attack gets to him, the slower it becomes until it completely stops. This means punches, blades, bullets, and even energy attacks cannot actually reach Gojo. Cursed techniques. Gojo can manipulate space itself with his abilities. Blue creates a powerful gravitational pull that drags enemies toward a single point. Red releases an explosive repulsive force that sends everything flying away, but his ultimate move is hollow purple. By combining blue and red, Gojo creates a destructive energy that erases anything in its path. Domain. Expansion. Gojo's strongest ability is Unlimited Void. Inside this domain, enemies are flooded with infinite information, completely overwhelming their brain and leaving them unable to move. Even powerful sorcerers are instantly immobilized. In short, Gojo is nearly impossible to touch and possesses attacks that can erase his enemies from existence. But can that stop a Kryptonian? Now let's talk about the Man of Steel, Superman. Born on the planet Krypton as Kal-El, Superman was sent to Earth as a child just before his homeworld was destroyed. Under Earth's yellow sun, his Kryptonian physiology grants him incredible abilities. Super strength. Superman possesses strength far beyond human limits. He has lifted planets, stopped massive asteroids, and fought enemies capable of destroying entire worlds. In many battles, Superman has gone toe-to-toe with gods and cosmic threats. Speed. Superman's speed is equally insane. He can fly faster than light and react in fractions of a second. In some stories, he can even keep up with speedsters like the Flash. That level of speed makes him incredibly difficult to hit. Durability. Superman's body is extremely durable. He can survive nuclear explosions, powerful alien weapons, and even attacks from beings like Darkseid. Most conventional attacks simply cannot harm him. Heat vision and powers. In addition to strength and speed, Superman has a wide range of powers. Heat vision capable of melting steel, freeze breath, super hearing, X-ray vision, flight. Put simply, Superman is one of the most powerful heroes ever created, but even he may struggle against an enemy he can't physically touch.
止まってるっていうか。
Satoru Gojo's greatest feats. To understand just how powerful Gojo is, we need to look at some of his most impressive feats. One of Gojo's most iconic demonstrations of power came when he completely overwhelmed the special grade curse Jogo. Despite Jogo being strong enough to destroy entire city blocks with volcanic attacks, Gojo defeated him effortlessly while barely taking the fight seriously. Another incredible feat occurred during the Shibuya incident, where Gojo fought multiple powerful curses at once. He battled enemies like Hanami and Choso while protecting civilians in a crowded subway station. Even while limiting his own power to avoid collateral damage, Gojo still dominated the battlefield. Gojo also demonstrated the devastating power of Hollow Purple, a technique capable of erasing everything in its path. This attack completely annihilated massive structures and left nothing behind, showing just how destructive his abilities can be. But perhaps Gojo's greatest feat is the sheer effectiveness of his Infinity defense. Throughout the series, almost no opponent has been able to physically touch him unless they possess special techniques designed to bypass space manipulation. That makes Gojo one of the hardest characters in anime to actually damage. Superman's greatest feats. Now let's talk about the legendary feats of Superman. Across decades of comics, Superman has performed some of the most insane physical feats in fiction. One of his most famous accomplishments is lifting and moving objects with planetary level mass. In several stories, Superman has demonstrated the strength to push or pull entire planets through space. Superman has also fought incredibly powerful enemies such as Doomsday, a monster strong enough to kill him in direct combat. Their battle was so destructive that it leveled entire cities. Another incredible feat comes from Superman's speed. He has flown faster than light and kept up with speedsters like the Flash, whose abilities revolve around manipulating the Speed Force. This puts Superman among the fastest heroes in the DC universe. Superman's durability is equally legendary. He has survived nuclear explosions, planet-level attacks, and battles with cosmic beings like Darkseid. Even attacks that would destroy entire cities often barely slow him down. Put simply, Gojo represents one of the most broken defensive abilities in anime, while Superman represents one of the most powerful physical beings ever created in comics. Which raises the ultimate question: can Superman's overwhelming strength overcome Gojo's infinite defense? Or will Gojo's space manipulating techniques stop the Man of Steel completely? Only one way to find out: an all-out battle. But before that, our last skeishin, Gojo's weaknesses. Despite his overwhelming power, even the strongest sorcerer has limitations. First, Infinity requires cursed energy to maintain. While Gojo is extremely efficient thanks to the 6 eyes, continuous high-level combat can eventually drain his stamina. Second, Gojo is still human. His physical durability is far lower than someone like Superman if Infinity were somehow bypassed. Another key weakness is mental overload. Using powerful techniques like domain expansion repeatedly can place strain on the user. And finally, Gojo's biggest weakness is that Infinity can be bypassed by special techniques that ignore space manipulation. If an opponent could somehow move faster than Gojo can react or overwhelm him with massive power, it might create an opening. Superman's weaknesses. While Superman may seem unstoppable, he also has several well-known weaknesses. The most famous is Kryptonite, a radioactive fragment from his destroyed home planet Krypton that weakens him dramatically. Another weakness is red sun radiation, which removes the solar energy that powers his abilities. Superman is also vulnerable to powerful magic attacks, something he has far less resistance against compared to physical attacks. And while Superman's speed is incredible, he often relies on direct physical combat, which may not work against an opponent who cannot be touched. Weakness exploitation. So which fighter can exploit the other's weakness more easily? Gojo actually has a major advantage here. Superman's weakness to magic-based attacks is extremely important because cursed techniques in Gojo's world function similarly to supernatural energy. That means attacks like Hollow Purple could potentially bypass some of Superman's natural durability. On the other hand, Superman has a much harder time exploiting Gojo's weaknesses. Without Kryptonite, special dimensional abilities, or techniques that bypass space itself, Superman may struggle to get past Gojo's infinity barrier. Even Superman's incredible speed might not matter if every attack slows down infinitely before reaching its target. Final setup line. Before the battle. One fighter has overwhelming strength and speed. The other controls space itself and may be impossible to touch. Now that we've analyzed their powers, strengths, and weaknesses, it's time to see what happens when Satoru Gojo faces Superman in a battle to the death.
So you're the infamous Satoru Gojo.
Do I know you?
You will know me soon.
I think Gojo-sensei will win.
Not on my watch, kid. So, honored one, let me make you the cold one. Let's see how you take this one. Domain expansion, infinite void. What is this? Stop it! Stop it! Ah!
This attack will end you, Clark. Hollow Purple.
Time for result analysis. So who wins? This fight ultimately comes down to one question. Can Superman bypass Gojo's infinity? While Superman's strength and speed are enormous, infinity works by manipulating space itself. Physical attacks simply cannot reach Gojo unless infinity is bypassed. And once Gojo activates Unlimited Void, even someone as powerful as Superman could be temporarily immobilized. That opening would allow Gojo to land a devastating attack like Hollow Purple. Winner after analyzing their powers, abilities, and weaknesses, the winner is Satoru Gojo.